The final exam is looming over us like a giant shadow, but today, the rigid rules of this high-pressure fortress are temporarily broken. In Class 1, my teacher's desk is completely submerged in a sea of white. Dozens of students are lining up in an unusually long queue. They aren't here to ask about complex geography formulas or climate zones today. Instead, they are holding out their graduation T-shirts, waiting for my signature. With a marker in my hand, I write my name on their shoulders, their backs, and over their hearts, over and over again. Looking into their youthful, bright eyes, a sudden wave of emotion hits me. For 3 long years, I've been the guy who nagged them, who pushed them to their limits, who stayed up late worrying about their grades. And now, as my pen moves across the fabric of their youth, I realize this is my official way of signing off on their high school lives. These shirts will be washed, and the ink might fade, but the bond we forged in this ordinary classroom will remain. I try to write each letter as neatly and steadily as I can. With every stroke, I am silently embedding a prayer: may each of these beautiful souls find a future that is as limitless as the world we studied on the maps. Next, the entire grade moved to the school courtyard for the ultimate grand finale, the graduation photo. The heavy, gray sky couldn't damp the buzzing energy in the air. Following the photographer's booming commands through the megaphone, we started the process, beginning with Class 1. Everyone is dressed in identical white short sleeves and dark pants. Standing in the very center of this massive sea of white, looking at these kids I've known for 1,000 days, I felt a strong urge to preserve this fleeting moment. I pulled out my phone for a quick selfie, trying to lock their raw, unfiltered smiles into my digital memory. The giant camera clicked, and just like that, 3 years of sweat, tears, and late-night studying were frozen into a single frame. But the ceremony didn't end there. A few students timidly ran over, clutching their own small Polaroid cameras, begging for a one-on-one photo with me. We stood side by side, smiling at the tiny lens. As the plastic film slowly ejected from the machine, we watched the white square fade, and our dynamic reality slowly blurred into focus on that tiny piece of paper. I held it gently, realizing that long after they leave this small town, these small, fading Polaroids will become their physical time capsules, anchoring them back to these bittersweet, unforgettable days. Night falls, and the chaotic excitement of the daytime dissolves into the familiar hum of the evening self-study. I walk into another classroom. The atmosphere here is completely different, quiet, heavy, filled with the scent of old paper and intense concentration under the harsh fluorescent lights. Yet, as the clock ticks closer to dismissal, that unspoken, tender emotion from earlier begins to leak into this room too. One by one, students start slipping away from their massive piles of homework. They walk up to my podium, holding out their crisp white shirts and black markers, asking me in hushed voices if I could leave my name on their uniform. Soon, a quiet little queue forms right next to the blackboard. Even in the middle of this stressful, exhausting race against time, these kids are desperately trying to hold on to a piece of warmth. Writing my name for this class feels different. It's quieter, more intimate, almost sacred. Looking at the textbook towers on their desks, I know my mission here is coming to an end. My job was never just about teaching geography, it was about protecting their dreams in the dark. With every single stroke of my pen on their shirts, I am whispering a silent goodbye, and a profound thank you, to another bunch of incredible souls.